The teacher is an interesting Pokemon trainer class. It has only shown up in 2 generations, Gen 2 and Gen 7, and it has only ever had its own unique character design in Gen 2 and the remakes. Which is a little bit odd, isn't it? Schools show up fairly regularly in Pokemon games, and we do play a child protagonist of school age, and yet... Well, I guess Gen 9 is technically full of teachers, but weirdly, that generation has no teacher-trainer class either. Maybe their presence would just mess with the escapism a bit, too much of a reminder of the homework you should probably be doing instead of playing? I don't know. Still, that doesn't mean that their designs aren't interesting. See, uniquely, these guys have 3 iterations of prototype sprites for Gen 2. One for the 1997 Space World demo, a very similar set for the original game's prototypes, and then another for the 1999 Space World demo, and none of those prototypes end up in the final game. The first set of sprites show a male and female variant, each holding what I assume is a pointing stick, although it perhaps looks a little bit too much like a riding crop, which might be why those sticks are gone then in the prototype sprites, where they're replaced with pointing fingers instead. The female teachers here look oddly menacing, actually loping towards the player, as though they're demanding answers, or frankly, it kind of looks like they're getting ready to kick your ass, while the male teachers look like the world's most average McNormal guy. Now, the point of most trainer classes, especially early on, is not to subvert expectations, but to embody archetypes. So the designs here do tell us something about what teacher looked like in the pop cultural imagination of Pokemon's creators at the time, but it's interesting to me that they seemingly had to iterate on this simple idea so many times before they found a version that they were happy with. That version takes the form of the female teacher no longer striding threateningly towards the player, but cocking her hip and pointing as though to a blackboard with, oh hey, the pointer in her other hand. But now it looks a lot less like it could be confused for a riding crop, which is probably good. Now, curiously, absolutely none of this design carries over to the Gen 2 remakes, where instead she looks like a friendly middle-aged lady with a bag full of, I guess, school supplies, which is perhaps an interesting look at how the cultural archetype of the teacher has changed, but the remake version is a lot less stern and looks a lot less like she's demanding that you come solve a problem on the blackboard. And I guess that's nice, but I liked the slight hostility of the original better. That felt more like a character that you would want to battle with your Pokemon, while defeating the remake version just kind of feels like you're bullying her.